Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Minnesota Vikings, led by their new quarterback Kirk Cousins, take on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. We take a closer look at Russell Wilson, the Pro Bowl quarterback in his 7th season out of Wisconsin.
So knowing the style of offense that Seattle favored or has favored during Russell Wilson's time there, raise your hand if you thought you'd see him lead the league in touchdown passes.
My hand's down right now.
That's what I thought. He only had 21 in 2016, so we didn't see that part coming. The Seahawks missed the playoffs for the first time in Russell Wilson's tenure last season, but expect that to change going forward. Yeah, 34 touchdown passes last year on the heels of the 21 you mentioned the season before. They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. And we take a look at the offense for the Seahawks. And that means my eyes go to Doug Baldwin out on the perimeter. He plays the game so hard and with such passion, but also plays it skillfully. Only one drop last season on his way to another Pro Bowl season.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall, and it's third down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To throw is Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. This is taken at the 23. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Bringing them out will be Kirk Cousins, born just outside of Chicago, played his college ball for the Spartans at Michigan State.
I do hear some mild criticism of Kirk Cousins and his play the last few seasons in Washington, mainly because the team was just 24, 23, and 1. But I also saw a quarterback With an offensive line that essentially introduced itself to each other in the huddle before the first snap in Seattle against one of the best defense in the NFL, win that game with big plays late. This is a tough-minded, hard-nosed, gritty quarterback that tends to inspire a team to play better around him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
Stephon Diggs had 8 touchdowns in the regular season. And then when it came to the postseason, a huge one in the playoffs that'll be remembered forever, especially in Minnesota. Also helped to actually overshadow what a really nice year he had. Can catch the ball underneath and also take the top off of a defense with his speed.
Cousins now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We'll be back to Seattle right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Seattle offense coming back onto the field, and you'd understand if they're a little sluggish. You know, they just took that quick little 4,800-mile jaunt to London to take on the Raiders. Well, they look good across the pond. They dominated that game 27-3.
To me, they feel like they're starting to hit their stride a little bit. You know, working out some of the kinks. Offensive line starting to come together. It's gotten a lot of criticism over the past few years. And Russell Wilson, back-to-back games with 3 touchdown passes. And how about Pete Carroll? 91st win for him, including the postseason. He passed Mike Holmgren for first in Seattle Seahawks history as the top head coach.
They run it with Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Carson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man, it's the man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves his sticks.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wilson will throw again. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw again is Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson going to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all about the defense. Just a lone field goal in that first half. And as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cook. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play fake. Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And some room to work. 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play, and it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy, so that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here comes Sherrills. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Off the play fake, Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Kirk Cousins with 4 game-winning drives as a member of the Redskins a year ago. He's got a 1st and 10 here. First down, here's Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. Back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Frank Clark in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Cousins to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I certainly
loved
did.
The defense.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.